My name is Miranda Mason, and as a child, I grew up watching my brother excel in music. He could play the bass, he could play the piano, he could play the violin, he could play the guitar, he could play the tuba. He was good on percussion, and I just didn't seem to have a musical bone in my body. I was always very athletic. I played almost every sport that you could think of, but I wanted to be musical. I wanted to be able to create music and create sound that people enjoyed to listen to, but I just couldn't seem to find that musical ability in myself. So I looked up to my brother a lot, and today I'm going to tell you how I started my journey with singing, how I started my journey with playing the flute, and how I started my journey in playing the piano. So as a child, I grew up in church. I was in all kinds of Christmas plays. Everybody does Christmas plays at Christmas time, and they always want their kids to be in it. And I was always just in the choir, just another person. But I knew that I wanted to be musical, and I knew that I wanted to have this musical ability. So one year, my pastor's wife asked me to try out for a solo part. I was very nervous. I was very hesitant of actually doing it. But she convinced me, and I sang, and to much surprise, to everybody's surprise, I actually wasn't that bad. So I went ahead and I sang the solo and realized that I really liked to do this. So I began to take vocal lessons. I began to do theater at school. I sang every time I had the chance. I sang every time I could at church or at school, or whenever someone would ask me to sing, I would try to sing so I could learn more and more about it. Today, I sing all the time. I went to ministry school for singing. I sing on my church's worship team, and you can't really catch me around the house not singing. I'm singing most of the time now. The flute was a little bit different for me to get into. I only joined band because my brother was doing it, and I wanted to be like my older brother. But I joined band thinking I would play, I didn't really even know what. I didn't even know if I really wanted to do it. But I did it because I wanted to be musical. And I ended up meeting with a teacher. He sat down, we went through a couple of different options, and I initially chose the clarinet, but found out that I wanted to play the flute. And I excelled in that through middle school, but I didn't carry on through high school. It just wasn't what I was looking for in my musical ability. Another instrument that I really wanted to play, and I watched my brother play, was the piano. And that's what I'm going to be demonstrating today. I always wanted to play the piano. All through high school, I would sneak into my brother's room when he was gone at college, and I would begin to try to play the piano, and it just did not sound good. It was horrible. Nothing meshed well together, and I got really discouraged my senior year of high school. But my brother always encouraged me to keep going and to keep trying, and if I practiced, I would get better, but then I would get discouraged, so I wouldn't want to practice. And finally, when I went to ministry school in Alabama, we had a piano lab, and I decided to take the piano lab for one of my classes, and it was like something just happened, and I picked it up. And I'm not the best, but I am getting better, so I'm going to play a little bit for you today. It's my favorite song. It's your breath in our lungs. conclusion, I really looked up to my brother to be able to learn how this musical talent could change my life personally. I believe that when I sing and when I play, people that don't have peace can find peace, and people that don't have joy can find joy, even if it's just in the 2-minute song that I play for them. But I really want to continue to learn how to play the piano, to craft this talent, and to eventually be able to do this very well one day. I know I'm just starting, and I know I have a lot to learn, but I can do better with the help of my brother and other teachers that are willing to help me. So thank you.